Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So I finally got around to making some DIY moss poles, and I am looking at now transferring the 4 plants in front of me onto the plastic back D-shaped moss poles, just to make it a little bit easier, as I do find these ones are drying out considerably quickly, especially with the hot weather that we've been having recently. I've got my iced coffee, I've got some music that I'm gonna pop on in a minute, and I'm just gonna work my way through and pot these guys up with their new moss poles. But before we do get into the video, if you're new here, hi, my name's Amy and this is my jungle. If you do like the video, please don't forget to give it a like, as well as hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel for more planty content. If you're not new here, I really do appreciate having you here. Now let's get into the video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look to fill up the moss poles, just because I think that's probably going to be the easiest way to go about doing it. Get the rest of the cable ties on so that they're ready to be potted up. First thing I'm going to do, I think, is the verrucosum, and then I can decide whether or not this one is going to need an extension and how soon. So I'm just going to move these other plants just over to the edge of the table. Okay, so I'm just popping this in here so I can see how many squares up I need to be when I'm filling with moss. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so I'll get the moss in from sort of the 6th square upwards. I am going to be reusing the moss that is currently in this moss pole, but I will need to soak it beforehand. So I have got some moss already prepared. I'm just going to open this out flat. Igby has joined us again for this video. He seems to like it when I film in the living room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The verrucosum is also one that I'm not entirely sure whether or not to chop, so that I can add some more cuttings in to make it a bit more full as it climbs. yeah, I don't know whether or not to do that or to look at getting a second plant and potting them up together. Let me know down in the comments what you guys would do, if you think I should chop it or leave it as it is and look to purchase a second baby plant to go in with it. It is one of my favourite plants, which is why I'm a little bit more reluctant to chop it, I think. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my potting mix. So I'm using the Soil Ninja, Monstera and Philodendron, and I am going to look to fill that in that bottom section that's going to be in the pot, upend the pot, and then stand it all up before we then look to unpot the verrucosum. in a little bit of hot mix around the bottom just to hold the pole secure in the pot. Now I'm just going to stand this to one side. And we're going to look to unpot the verrucosum. just going to use my little dragonfly clip for now, just to hold this where I want it. then I'm going to use the soil that it was originally in just to backfill, and then I'll look to attach it with the plant velcro to the moss pole. Done. So this one will need an extension. I just need to get some more cable ties and plastic sheeting to be able to create an extension for it, but hopefully this will help it root into the moss a bit easier, because it will hopefully stay more moist than the previous pole was. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to try and line this up so that I can make sure some of those nodes are in contact with the moss to give it the best chance of rooting in. While I am waiting for it to root in, I will still be watering the pot to ensure that it is still obviously uptaking water. Through its roots. And that is how she is looking at the moment. So what I'll do, I'll bring you guys a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing for the next one. it. Now all of the plants are on the clear back moss poles. There are a couple where I need to get some more cable ties to finish sealing them up, but this does make it a bit easier for me for when I am due to add more moss, because I can just sort of pull it open, put the moss in, then seal it with the cable tie. But yeah, that is everything for this video. I'm going to crack on with getting the living room tidied up, as I have made quite a bit of a mess down here. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, please do give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.